But I guess you don't want to get into that.
No, but you do want to get into that, so let's get into all that, Craig.
Or you want to settle this like men?
Take it outside. No, I'm not that desperate. I'll leave that to the justice system.
Ah, yes, and while you're on duty anyway. Semper Coffee or whatever it is.
No, however, if pushed enough, I have been known to cross the line from time to time.
You? No, not you, Jack. You're true blue. Right from the manual, your lieutenant snaps his fingers and you do. Huh? You do. But doesn't it get tiring fetching the same old stick all the time?
Keep talking, Montgomery.
Well, yeah, well, it must make your job easier not having to rely on your natural instincts, your sense of right and wrong. You just do.
Carly, you almost ready?
But, you know, it must be, you know, helpful in a way. Predictable, soothing, kind of like being institutionalized. Having a little blonde side dish when you're married.
Okay, you want to see how far I'll go, Montgomery? Test me. Come on, test me. Go ahead. Try.
No, Jack, please, don't get mixed up in his mind games, all right?
I'll deal with you later. Let's get out of this place, Carly. Come on.
The same way you came here. With nothing.
You have no right to go through my things.
Not unless they're mixed up with my things.
You think I'm stealing from you?
I don't know.
If you think she's stealing, come down to the station and fill out our report like everybody
No
else.
time like the present,
Those
Jack.
are my clothes. I have enough fond memories. I don't need any souvenirs from you.
Well, I can't just let you pack and run away.
Well, you're going to have to do that. Give me the bag, Montgomery.
This is my house, Jack. You here in official capacity? Huh?
Do I have to be?
Jack, Jack, it's all right.
Who gave you a house when you had none, Carly? Who gave you money when you had none? You have one friend in this town, one true friend. Cause and effect, Carly, cause and effect. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Huh? But it's not always good.
Okay.
And by the way, what's going to happen to Parker when you're out on your own?
Let's go, Carly.
I don't even want to think about what could have happened if you hadn't come in when you did, Jack.
I'm just glad I was there.
Me too. How'd you know?
Know what?
How'd you know I was in trouble?
When aren't you? It was this.
My compass.
When I opened the box and I read the note, all I could think of was, this is a big mistake. This belongs to you.
It used to mean so much, Jack.
It still does, Carly. Don't tell me that it was easy giving it back.
It's the hardest thing I've done in a long time. One of them, anyway.
Then don't let it go. Carly, please. When a gift means as much as this has meant to us, it's a crime to give it back.
It reminds me of too much, Jack.
Please. Carly, I know I don't have the right, but you have got to keep this. For me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hal?
I'll be outside working when you got a minute.
You knew how I felt about putting Carly in the middle of everything, and yet you went to her anyway. How could you do something like that? If you knew the danger you put her in, Hal.
You want to tell me what he's talking about?
Jack, Hal didn't put me up to anything. I made sort of a deal with Lucinda Walsh.
You did what?
She asked me to look for some papers, and she offered very generous compensation. And if I found them, And since I lost my horse,
The papers that Craig signed to use Brian's trust fund as collateral.
Craig borrowed against his trust fund that Lucinda set up for him, but he needed 2 signatures. He needed his own and Lucinda's because they were joint trustees. But Lucinda never signed anything at all. So she said if I could unearth some document with her forged signature, then we'd have a deal.
Man, does everybody in Oakdale have you spine?
Just tell me that you found something.
Well, I hope so. But the problem is Craig just walked in right in the middle of everything. And if Jack hadn't shown up when
What do you mean you
hoped
hope so? Did you find something or not,
Yes, I
Carly?
did. But then Craig started throwing my stuff around like a madman. I'm not 100% sure if I left the suite with the proof.
Get sure right now.
All right, I guess we'll find out together. I learned from the master, Craig Montgomery himself. When you want to keep something from prying eyes, you put it in plain sight. Sort of.
This is it. It's the real thing. All we need is for Lucinda to swear that this isn't her signature, and we prove that Craig Montgomery had clear intent to defraud the bank.
Can I see that?
You did it, Carly. We got him. We finally got him right where we want him. Search warrant, we turn his suite, his bank account, his entire existence upside down. We see what else we can shake loose.
You know, I never thought I'd see it again. Hal Munson smiling.
Thanks to you. Jack, call Lucinda Walsh. Tell her I want her down here first thing in the morning. Tell her we're gonna stick it to her ex-son-in-law just as soon as humanly possible. It is a good night, guys. It is a very good night.